Last year's Google Pixel 3a was an accessible portal to the Pixel experience. It represented a way for people to try Google's vision for Android without breaking the bank, something that hasn't been possible since Google dumped the Nexus line for the more premium Pixel series in 2016. This year's Pixel 4a is an evolution of that version. With the Pixel 4a, Google finally figured out how to mix the best aspects of Nexus and Pixel into one device. Its hardware is simple and minimalistic, but each individual component helps make Google's killer software even better. With great build quality, a fantastic screen, signature cameras, and one of the best software experiences on Android, the Pixel 4a could be the budget king for 2020. This is VMDHD. Hope you enjoy this video. The design of the Pixel 4a bounds better than that of the Pixel 3a. Both phones are plastic, but Google gave the Pixel 4a a matte texture that makes it feel much nicer. Google also removed the two-tone design, choosing a uniform polycarbonate shell instead. Google carried over the rear-mounted fingerprint reader of the Pixel 3a. Up and to the left from the fingerprint reader you'll find the rear camera. The camera design of the Pixel 4a is similar to the Pixel 4 series. Unlike the Pixel 4, though, the Pixel 4a has but a single rear camera accompanied by flash. The screen is a 5.81-inch, Full HD Plus OLED panel, and it looks fantastic. Seriously, this is one of the best displays on a budget device. The Gorilla Glass 3 covered screen gets quite bright, maxing out at about 719 nits in our testing. A punch hole in the top left houses the front-facing camera, which allowed Google to make the Pixel 4a nearly bezel-less. Google only made in one version of this device, so there's no XL model this year. The Pixel 4a is quite a bit smaller than almost every phone that's been released in 2020. Its overall footprint is just slightly larger than the iPhone SE, but the lack of bezels make its usable screen size much larger. Overall, the Pixel 4a's unibody design and fantastic display make it feel like a tiny portal to the Pixel experience. The chassis is simple with purpose. Google is a software company, and the simplicity of the Pixel 4a's design helps you access that software. Google isn't worried about flashy colors and designs, something the Pixel 4a showcases quite clearly. The Pixel 4a has a Snapdragon 730G and 6GB of RAM. It surprisingly has 128GB of storage. Considering the more expensive Pixel 4 starts at 64GB of storage, it's striking that Google would give the Pixel 4a more. The battery life of the Pixel 4a is expected to last, especially due to the lower-powered Snapdragon 730G, alongside the larger 3,140 mAh battery. The Pixel 4a uses the same 12.2MP Sony rear sensor as the Pixel 4, Pixel 3, and Pixel 3a. Google hasn't changed camera hardware much, but its software has progressively made image output better. The Pixel 4a adopts features from the Pixel 4 series, such as astrophotography mode and the dual exposure sliders. The Pixel 4a looks fantastic with no zoom or crop, but pinching past 2x zoom and the image quickly starts getting an unpleasant texture. While I wouldn't expect Google to use a new, larger sensor in a $350 device, I'd like to see a shift towards larger sensors in the future. Selfies on the Pixel 4a look pretty fantastic, even from an 8MP sensor. Images have great highlight retention and shadow detail. The Pixel 4a delivers some of the best software Android has to offer. Pixel Launcher is one of the smoothest and most simplistic on Android, with tight animations and UI elements. Maybe most importantly, the Pixel 4a has access to the many useful features that are exclusive to Pixel devices. The Pixel 4a includes exclusive features such as the new Google Assistant, call screening, Now Playing, Google Recorder, and Google Camera. At $350, it's impossible to deny the value Google's Pixel 4a brings to the market. It offers one of the best experiences on Android in a uniquely compact package. Google is only offering one version of the Pixel 4a in the just black colorway. There are a few phones in this price range you should be looking to for comparison: the Apple iPhone SE, and OnePlus Nord. The iPhone SE offers metal and glass build quality, wireless charging, and a flagship processor. It's very difficult to deny the value that phone brings, but the iPhone SE is missing the super bright OLED display and headphone jack offered by the Pixel 4a. At $399, the iPhone SE probably represents the biggest toss-up between devices, but you'll likely pick one over the other based on which ecosystem you prefer. Pay a bit more, and you're in the range of the OnePlus Nord. The Nord offers a faster Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, a 90Hz display, more RAM and storage, and faster charging. Still, the cheapest version of the OnePlus Nord available globally costs close to $500, so it's a significant price hike over the Pixel 4a. Getting the Google experience has never been more accessible. A compact phone that's easy to use, a beautiful screen, and one of the best cameras in this price range. The Pixel 4a is hard to beat. The Google Pixel 4a doesn't have a 120Hz display. It doesn't have the latest Snapdragon processor or multiple rear cameras, but with the Pixel 4a, none of that matters. The Pixel 4a is an affordable way to access one of the best versions of Android, with support and features that you can only get from Google. That alone is worth more than the sum of its parts. Pair these with Google's tight optimization that makes general performance on the Pixel 4a sing, and you've truly got the iPhone SE of Android. So, should you buy a Pixel 4a? Yes, absolutely. It's very uncommon for someone to be so sure on recommending a phone. But this is one of a kind. Well, there is no doubt the Pixel 4a is one of the best pickups this year. At $350, it's a no-brainer. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.